It was until more recently that I took art more seriously and I didn't let my perfectionistic nature get the best of me. You know, although it's still there, I started creating on a daily basis. And I originally was just going to be doing, you know, mostly psychology stuff for my career outside of college. And as I did more and more art classes and created more and more, I realized that this is what I love, and I can't just sit by and not create and not have a life in the arts when it's something that makes me so happy and allows me to see myself in another light. I believe that right now we're in a recession. And when I say a recession, I don't mean an economic recession. Sure, there's a lot going on with the economy, but for me, I'm talking about a creativity recession. I believe that the creation of artwork, physical artwork, something so visceral, is a way for humanity to come together. And when I say that, I don't mean like kumbaya, everyone's gonna come together and be happy. Unfortunately, humanity doesn't play like that. It's complex, there's quarrels, there's fights, and it's not so easy to achieve peace, especially with how the future seems so unknown to a lot of people, including myself. And so by creating art and even looking at artwork, it shows how the past and history itself is persevering among intellectuals and artists, and how if you see artwork on a wall, you might just think, oh, it's just something to fill up your wall, right? But for me, whenever I see artwork, I see it as a person creating something. I don't see it just as the product, just as something two-dimensional or three-dimensional. I see it as an intention. Someone made this and their intention might not be there. They might have just been creating something and kind of in a blank slate, right? But whenever I create artwork, I hope that some people can find some solace in it. I didn't have connections in the art world. That was one thing that I was missing and something that I was desperately seeking for. And when I got out of school this summer, I found myself thinking that I needed to see the art community from the inside, not just from an outside lens of going to galleries and receptions and looking at work and stuff like that. Not just being a creator, but seeing people who create. And I've made a lot of friends while I've been interning here and teaching here. And for me, it's important to work and talk about different ideas with not just myself and people who are on the same age as me, but seeing how people create in an older lens, seeing how generations can change over time, and so can artwork. And the DCA has allowed me to have a start, have a chance, and it's allowing me to actually start my artistic journey in a career aspect, and more so in a creative aspect. It motivates me and it encourages me, and I've met some really cool people. Artwork isn't something that's so one-layered, and I don't mean like layered with paint, I mean layered with emotion. People create artwork because it might make them happy, it might make them feel more present in this world, this big world. But for me, I create artwork I create artwork because I want to be known. And I don't mean on a famous level. I mean, I want to be known in my own eyes. I want to see myself and get away from focusing on others' mental health as a way to distract myself from my own. And by working as an artist, I sink into what's really there in my soul. And artwork really makes me appreciate the world around me a lot more, because people spend a lot of time on things. Sometimes little things. That could be food, that could be a poster, that could be anything, really. And I'm allowed to look at art and people and interactions on another level that I don't think that I would have seen it before. I would not have seen art and people the same without actually doing it and creating. And I really appreciate that art makes me feel seen.